Doobie doobie doo.
Had to restart it. Knew it. It would tough it.
Yeah.
Do you have a tough it?
No. And I've never eaten curds of whey. I don't think. I don't know. It was cottage cheese that kind of.
Do you like cottage
I love
cheese?
cottage cheese.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're recording. Did you know that?
No, but
Good afternoon.
I'm glad everyone knows my love for cottage cheese because it's real.
It's chunky. And if they're not from Iowa, they don't know what good cottage cheese is.
It's true. The dairy, and I know you don't eat meat, but the meat here is better than almost anywhere that I've been.
That's right.
Except for seafood, but that's not really. I wouldn't count that in the meat category
the pork
necessarily.
chops are very thick.
Yeah. You can get a pork chop on a stick, except it's really just the bone.
And the tenderloins are very thin.
And large.
So big. So gaudy. Look at them. Who do you think you are, tenderloin? Just trying to make the bun look bad.
Yeah. There's this place that my parents like to go to back where they grew up. And they had these huge tenderloins, and they're so big they put like 4 buns on one.
That's just, it's so gross. I never liked tenderloins, even when I did eat meat, obviously, as a kid. You don't get that choice.
Yeah.
It's a choice. Yeah, so hi.
Hi. Yeah, you said good afternoon. We're doing a little bit of a time change to get caught up from my time off and everything.
Yes,
so,
but also it's the part 2 of a two-parter.
Which, I mean, maybe it is appropriate to do this one after dark.
Okay, yeah.
Flicking beans after dark. That's the name of our OnlyFans.
Gross. Let's do it. Well, speaking of our OnlyFans, the way that, okay, so we're at my house, obviously, and, well, we know that, but they don't. And Wendy brought coffees here, and she brought the Muffin tops. Woo! And, what was I going to say? Oh, after dark. Yeah, I totally had sex with my muffin. Top. Lemon, poppy seed, and I was just like, oh.
It's very good.
It's so moist, too. I mean, I don't know if you're a fan of that word or not.
I don't know.
No? See, you're not bothered?
Not really, no. I mean,
like
there's lots of good... I think that, and this is going to make me sound like such a lame person, but I'm going to say it anyway. People are grossed out by that word because of women's genitalia.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's bad about that? Nothing.
No, nothing.
It's moist. That's what you want. So when people don't like it, they're thinking like that. And I'm like, you're equating the vagina with being gross and not like that.
Right. Oh. Well, okay. Let me contrast two words. Mm-hmm. And they both sound similar.
Okay.
And both reference the vagina.
Okay.
Moist, yeast. Which one is worse?
Yeast is worse.
Or yeast is worse.
I mean, you don't want the yeast to get out of control. That's uncomfortable.
Oh my God. Wishing that on no one.
Which, by the way, is a good segue into
it sure is.
Into this topic, because there was one scene where she totally probably got a yeast infection.
Which one?
The one with food.
Who cleans those things?
He said his maid, right? Yeah, just the one that's always up in their life. Jesus. She goes in there and dusts. I don't know if he ever actually asked that question. She asked that question, but I don't know if he gives her a straight answer.
These movies. I mean, seriously.
50. Okay, so many issues. But 50 Shades Darker.
Yes, that's
and then
the second movie.
The second one, and then third one, 50 Shades Freed. Which is a terrible title.
I don't know what that means.
No, it's like, for if anything, it's less free.
Yeah, because they got married.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I have a lot to say about that, but
God, where do you want
I don't know
start?
if we want to go in chronological order and talk about the first movie and then talk about the second, or we can
just
mesh them together
as a whole
god
awful.
I don't remember them getting engaged in the second movie.
Didn't they get engaged in the third movie?
The third movie starts out with them getting married, but and there's a flashback to their engagement at one point, but I don't think they got engaged in the second movie. So I was like, what the fuck? They skipped over so much. Now they're getting married?
It was at his birthday party that they got engaged.
Oh.
He announced it and then said, like, to cover, like, that he didn't have a ring. He's like, oh, we're going to pick it out together. But then he gave her the ring outside. And then they went back in and she had a little ring on.
Yeah.
And it was huge.
Of course.
Of course. So it was there, and then it ended.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd already checked out because I was bored.
Yeah.
Because I just watched it yesterday, so I don't know why I would have like blocked that out. But
it was subtle.
Okay.
Unlike anything else in the movies. Oh man, and I meant to look up Nymphomaniac.
The movie?
No.
Oh.
The concept.
Okay.
What qualifies? Because she might have been.
Yeah, she was definitely horny a lot.
Yeah, everything.
Everything
made her horny. So horny.
Yeah.
How did she go from not wanting to be spanked to wanting to be spanked? And
yeah, they basically broke up because he spanked her, and then the next time they slept together, she's like, "I want you to spank me."
Yeah.
It's like, what? I thought you didn't like it. Is your phone?
Okay. Sorry, it was on silent, but I didn't know it was going to buzz.
Just buzz your way through an afternoon.
Just buzz right through it.
Yeah.
Both books.
The scene with the buzz in this movie, which is this third one, I think.
Yeah.
It's basically like sexual assault, and I really didn't like it.
Well, yeah.
And he's like, the whole thing about like punishing her when she's done something wrong is really fucked up. I don't understand. And she doesn't like it. And so he continues to do it.
How does she punish him in that same way? She doesn't get to.
No.
Huh.
And also, like, you shouldn't be punishing your spouse for things.
Did you notice that they never, ever raised their voices?
Yeah.
Not even in excitement or joy.
Just like Twilight.
Or yes. Yes. Just like Twilight. And yeah, of course she got pregnant.
Yeah.
But he changed so fast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. From crack baby to bajillionaire.
From cold-hearted CEO to father figure.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, he's super softened. It is like a Cinderella story, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you're the girl that's good enough and pretty enough, this Prince Charming is going to choose you over all the other girls in the kingdom, and you're going to ride off into the sunset in his private jet.
Yes.
And like all those things seemed great.
Mm-hmm.
Even the kinky sex room, if you're into that.
Yeah. And there's a lot of inconsistencies, I guess, but it bothered me about her character. I couldn't tell whether she enjoyed the money or because like it almost would have been, not that she necessarily needs to be a gold digger, but like, isn't that part of the charm of dating a billionaire? But she rejects it. She gives his money back to him.
Yeah.
She doesn't like to take, gifts. It changes a bit when they get married, but like at the same time, she also like wants to drive his sports car and gets off on that. And
that was the best scene in the whole movie. I was like, the car chase scene. Mm-hmm. Wait, was that in the third movie?
That was in the third, yeah.
Okay, wait. No, there was two things that were the best thing about that movie. One was the car chase scene, even though at the end I was like, everything makes them horny.
Yeah.
And the second one was the Taco Bell stacker commercial. That was in the middle of it. I was like, that looks good. So there's that. It looked really good. Her boss. That was sick.
Yeah.
What ended up happening with that?
So he comes on to her.
Yeah.
And then she tells Christian and he gets him fired. But she doesn't know, and he doesn't realize, Christian doesn't realize that they actually know each other from childhood, which you don't find out till the third movie. But in the second one, he assaults her and he gets her gets him fired, and then she gets his job, and so everybody thinks that she got the job because of him. And it turns out he'd been like doing this to all of his assistants.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Remember Matt Lauer?
Oh God. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Isn't it like, some celebrities, when I find out about stuff like that, you're like, man, I can't believe it. I remember thinking that about like Bill Cosby.
Oh,
going like, I used to love him.
Pops.
Yeah. So much. He's Mr. Huxtable,
Yeah.
And that one shocked me, but like Matt Lauer, I'm like, he always kind of had a little bit of a weirdness to him that I thought was off-putting.
Lucky he even got on TV. No, he's not even attractive. What a douche. Anywho, I think this guy's kind of a douche too.
Agreed.
And there's certain times when he flatters her in a way that, you kind of wish it like sometimes, like when he's impressed with how she handles that architect. Oh, but then he has to give her a gift, a reward. You can drive the car. There's a lot of that. There's a reward and a punishment. And maybe his world is black and white like that. Did he change? Did he really change?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I guess
it would have been the first time he fell in love.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they really want you to think he did. And I think in some ways he softened, but he backpedaled so many times. And like, honestly, in the third one, when he went and saw the Mrs. Robinson character after she told him she was pregnant, like, I would have left him after that too. Like, I have this problem that is both of our problem. And you're just going to run off and go, not tell me where you are. Go get drunk with this woman that you've slept with before that like was a child molester. Like, yeah, I would have left him. I don't think I could have, put up with that. But I also, you're carrying his child, so I guess you might want to reconcile for that case.
Molester. Do you say Kim Basinger or Basinger?
Basinger.
Basinger. She's another one who's had her teeth done.
Yeah.
That's weird. We've talked about the teeth.
When I first saw her, I was like, oh, it's Daryl Hannah. But then I was like, no, that's not right. Kim Basinger.
Daryl. Woo-hoo! Coffee break. Let's talk about our beans.
Hey Bean Flickers, have you followed us yet? We are on Instagram and Facebook at Flickin' Beans Pod. Make sure you like and subscribe and leave us a review.
From one of our first episodes.
Splash.
I'm gonna burp. So did you notice that what's her name? Anastasia Steele. Anna was always wearing lipstick. Even okay, I was like thinking to myself, wonder why lipstick didn't kind of take off again.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember I wore a lot of lipstick in the 90s, but I was just like in the middle of the night, she's eating ice cream, she's got lipstick on. I don't get it. She's very cute, though. I think we came to that conclusion last time.
Yeah.
She was good at delaying gratification. I liked that. But yeah, he gave her every little thing. Is it worth it to get every little thing?
I mean,
for a little while, maybe.
Yeah. The thing is, you're married to him. I don't know what kind of prenup they had, but
yeah, they never talked about that. They had a contract on the second date. They had to have had a prenup.
I'm sure they did, but if they didn't, you have his child and you can divorce him and get his money still.
Nice.
Then you don't have to be with him.
Nice. Well, do you think there'll be yet another movie?
No.
Okay.
I think that the popularity, I think the trend has passed.
It was a trend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I remember reading, quote, romance novels when I was like a young adult.
Sure.
But I don't think I really read any, a handful, maybe, and it'd be like you take it from your mom or your friend's mom.
Yeah.
And pass it back and forth or whatever. But meh.
See, I like a romance book. But it usually is more like the same way that I like a movie. Like I like a rom-com book.
Yeah.
I like a rom-com movie. I don't like just a romance.
Like you want to relate.
Yeah.
I couldn't relate to this.
I couldn't relate
relationship
to either of the characters.
No.
And I think that all the sex could have been so much more enticing if they had a different relationship.
Yeah.
But maybe that's part of the thing is they're masochistic in the relationship too. I don't know.
Maybe. Oh yeah, and he said, "I'm not a dominant. I'm a sadist."
Okay.
Like he wants to hurt.
He gets off on somebody else
so
in pain.
Cheesy. Like it's so like Criminal Minds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like his crackhead mom who he hates for being a crackhead and losing him. So he's punishing women who look like her. Mm-hmm. What was with the braid?
We don't find out. She asks him and he doesn't say anything.
Mom.
Yeah, probably.
That's so gross. It's so gross. He's
or
50 Shades of fucked up.
Yeah, or Elena.
Oh, gross.
She used to braid her hair too. I don't know.
Oh, gross. Oh, maybe she used to braid his. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so no.
Yeah, they allude to so many things. Like Anastasia has the run-in with Elena and she's saying that he needs to do this. You don't know this dark side of him, but we don't ever really find out what that means. There's a lot of stuff like that you're like, am I supposed to understand this from that? Because I don't.
That's why I'm like, maybe there needs to be another one just to clarify.
Yeah.
Oh, no, a prequel.
Okay.
Hey, 25 Shades of Grey. No, 15.
15.
He was 15.
Yes.
15 Shades of Grey. Ooh, let's write that.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Have you ever written any fan fiction before?
No, it's not a good time to start. Wow, no. I don't have anything else going on, right? Oh my God. So yeah, in the way that they show that he's changing by, he's never sang before at the piano. Oh, maybe I'm amazed at the way you love me all the time. Da, 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 da.
I do love that song.
I wish I had a piano, for reals. There's a bug flying around here. I live in the jungle. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, go ahead.
I did notice.
That was me.
Okay. Anyway, the cover, I don't know if it's a cover of the DVD or whatever, but the little picture for the streaming, she's touching his chest in the photo. And so I she gets to that point. So at least he lets her touch him where he's wounded now. Right. So he's grown in that way and being a little bit more vulnerable with her.
Right.
That's the only growth I really saw.
Yeah, that was weird. That's her roadmap.
Yeah.
You can't really touch my heart.
Yeah.
Or my cigarette burns.
Correct. And why the lipstick?
I don't know.
In the second movie, that was a weird scene.
Yeah.
It's why doesn't he just say, don't touch me on my chest?
Maybe because it's she's not actually using her finger to draw the line. It's another distance between them.
Okay.
Touching.
Yeah.
There.
And
I don't know.
Also,
pretty dramatic.
They also went somewhere, came back, and then later he had his shirt off and he still had the lipstick on him. And I'm like, what the fuck? They didn't wipe that off before they went out?
No.
And he wore that under his shirt?
A white shirt.
Which would have rubbed everywhere if you know anything about lipstick.
Yeah. Man.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't know. Part of me wants... Yes. That's the big takeaway is go to Taco Bell instead of watching these. A part of me wants to read the book now because I'm so confused. And I'm sometimes the book gives you more insight into the character's mind or whatever. But then I'm do I really care? I don't know. If he's the way that he's portrayed in these movies, then I'm not going to like it.
It's so flat. He's so flat and just bossy. Dominating.
Possessive.
Dominant.
Sadist.
I don't know. I don't believe that. I mean, and why didn't he just have hookers come in and, spank them around?
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. I mean, I don't mean to say hookers should be spanked around, but if they are into that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it would be if he doesn't want to have any kind of real emotional relationship with a sex worker would be the best option. Right? But it seems like he does want that, but he just wants it on his own terms because he like has a special bedroom.
Yeah.
And he's like, you can have this done however you want, but you need to sleep here while we're doing this. Weird. And you're like, okay, but we can't sleep in the same bed, but I have to stay at your house.
He has to have control to feel secure because he's just a very insecure, weak man.
Yeah, who had to achieve to feel important.
Oh, he also says, I want your whole world to be about me.
Yeah. And he's
when
like,
the baby is,
I don't want a baby to come because it's going to take attention away from me.
Speaking of attention, here's some. I'm going to edit out big chunks. Oh, well. It's pretty easy. Nothing's happening.
Yeah. Just the dog being really cute and begging with his little paws.
Oh, and then, right. So it rained. It ended in the cemetery in the rain. Because was this closure somehow for him? Mm-hmm. Mom's grave.
I guess.
Who paid for the crackhead's grave? The state.
I don't know what happens in those cases. Like,
I don't either.
I mean, maybe he has other family that would have paid for it. I don't know, but he not enough family that would take him. So
no, I think he was abused by whatever man she was hanging around with. It wasn't his father, I don't think.
Yeah,
but still, I don't know. In the grand scheme of things, does that backstory do anything for you? Liking him or liking him more, or feeling bad for him, or?
Yeah. I think it tries really hard.
It tries,
but
really hard.
Felt very like Batman-y, and I don't have sympathy for Batman being a billionaire orphan, and I don't. Batman. But Batman is also very emotionless. But I don't think Christian Grey fights crime at night.
Did they go into her backstory at all?
Mm-mm.
What the?
Do they even like meet her parents?
That's what I have that in my notes. Where are her parents?
I don't know.
Thanks. Whoever wrote that.
If they did talk about it, it's not memorable because I can't think of it right now.
Maybe that's just not what the housewives want to know. They don't, because they want to put themselves in as her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they don't want her backstory.
And of course, like we've talked about, so many people in movies have publishing jobs.
Yes.
And you're like, at these nice, pretty big, cute offices in New York, and you're like,
ass office.
Publishers don't make money. Sorry. They, especially like now.
Do they get daily praise too?
Yeah.
Instant promotions.
Yes.
Do they get sexually harassed? Probably.
Probably, but And I suppose, like, yeah, if you're trying to get the romance novel reading housewife excited, like, she could put herself in there because she's like, oh, wouldn't be a book editor be so much fun? I love reading.
I love reading. Oh, God. I mean, it is pretty formulaic for sure. The whole yikes. One thing, though, I know we talked about how cool his sex room was. I'm sorry, what, playroom?
Playroom.
So back to the sex and the bondage and stuff. I kept thinking, like, he was always so calm and cool and collected, if you will. And he would just go right to the implement that he wanted to use. And I was like thinking, like, has he thought about this all day? Next time I'm going to grab number 7 whatevers and those calipers. And he just seemed to like instantly pull together like a chef, you know, like a Mayo cat.
Bam.
Knows what he's doing.
I also wondered, like, I hope he's not reusing like butt plugs and vibrators on multiple women, because that's a bad idea. Right. I think you could get away with using the same restraints. I don't think that's as gross, but
why I was like, who's cleaning those things?
Yeah.
In particular, the butt plug,
You-
I think.
you-
I was worried about that.
That should be a one-person item. You should not be sharing that.
Yikes. Was it metal?
There was, I think there was a couple kinds, but yeah, there was some very shiny, heavy-looking metal.
Jeez, people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, ladies.
She seemed to like it. So
yeah, there was just too much other stuff going on for it to be just a sexy read.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't need any of that other stuff.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of all about the bondage
Mm-hmm.
and the relationship between those two. And like, I get it. Housewives would be, I'm sorry, housewives. I don't mean to like pick on you or lump you.
I was going to say, am I a housewife?
Yes.
I mean, I have a job, but I work from home. And I'm a wife.
What I mean by housewives, that is the worst term ever, is women who need a little spice in their day-to-day life. Either, they work too much, or the family, or just boring life. They got to have a little
Yeah. Which
they
I will
live in the wilderness and they never see people.
Maybe they're a grizzly man. I listened to that recently because I'm catching up.
Oh God.
And I was like, oh my God.
Anywho.
Is that wrapped?
I mean, they never used a swing.
Mm-mm.
I didn't see one of those.
I actually expected, there was a lot of sex in this movie, but I actually expected it to be kinkier.
I did too. They always ended in missionary.
Yeah. The actual sex itself wasn't that crazy. And even the bondage stuff the craziest thing is the butt plug. But that's really not even that crazy. I feel like everybody's doing that these days.
Everybody's doing that these days.
Do yourself a favor and go I'll show you after this, but listeners, go Google Cartier ring and maybe butt plug or something.
Oh, what? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
They tried to sell this, what is clearly a butt plug, as a ring. But it has diamonds on it, and they showed the model wearing it, and she's just holding it between her fingers, and you're like, you would never wear a ring like that.
No.
And then I was like, he's a billionaire. He should have that Cartier butt plug.
God.
Although I think that came out after these movies, but still. I don't think Cartier was the first one to put diamonds on a butt plug. I'm guessing.
Do you think he gets a monthly catalog or something?
Yeah.
With the different things you can order.
Right.
I mean, how else?
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe you don't always want to go online and be searching. Maybe you have your favorite stores or whatever.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of a catalog with models.
Yeah. But they don't look any different than a Land's End model.
Right.
But they're in the sex magazine.
And that's how you get your gimp mask and all that. They didn't do any of the ball gags or anything.
No. I mean, I don't know. I thought there would be, maybe there is more in the book, and they had to be careful about what they could show.
Yes.
I would guess.
They showed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised it wasn't X-rated.
Yeah.
Because you don't see, super nipple close-up.
Yeah.
Or pubes.
No full frontal, though.
No full frontal?
Mm-mm.
Are you sure?
We never see his penis.
Oh, not his.
And hers, I still don't think we ever see her full frontal. We definitely see her ass, but not her beehole.
No. Gross.
Or her beehole.
We just imagine it when the Benoit balls and the butt plug are.
We just see her face the moment he puts them in.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the balls. That was funny.
I can't imagine. Poor virgin girl. Man, if they ever broke up, can you imagine how disappointed she'll be in her next boyfriend?
Mm-hmm. It's going to continue. She's going to teach him.
Yeah, she'll be bored as fuck.
I could see her turning into a dominatrix herself.
I could too. That's what I thought the third movie was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like Bella becoming a vampire.
Yeah.
God.
I mean, that would have made for a fun scene if there was allowed to be some reversal.
I thought there was when he sat down and with his hands up, palms up, like submitting to her. He was being real wussy there.
Okay.
I don't know.
But he didn't get tied up ever.
No. No, that was him surrendering to her, like, I'll be a dad or whatever. Hey, you didn't tell me what kind of coffee this is.
Oh, yeah. So I asked them what their recommendation was for if your blondie was your favorite. And they said the sweet and salty, and that's what that is.
That's what you got last week. It's tasty. I thought it was like chocolate.
Okay. Yeah, salted caramel and vanilla. Or white chocolate. I don't know.
See, remember I said, does white chocolate have a flavor? Maybe it does.
A little.
It does. It tastes kind of creamy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good choice. And which one did you get?
I got a caramel macchiato.
What's a macchiato consist of?
It's a espresso drink, I think. I don't know. I think they all are. Milk and caramel. I'm not really sure what makes it different than a brevet, really. But
it might not be steamed. Or it might be steamed.
It's not steamed.
It's non-steamed. Do you like it?
I do.
Well, I gotta say that muffin top was the best thing ever. So.
It was really good. I would get it again.
Amazing.
And they do have a couple other flavors to try too.
So next time, are we gonna do the special episode of? So next week, we're gonna do the cheesy horrors.
Cheesy horror.
Yes. Okay. And your movie is
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
And my movie is House,
which I am not familiar with.
It's so old.
Yeah, it said like 1985.
I only picked it because I was watching something else, and you know how they show you like you might also like. I recognized it right away. Okay. Like it imprinted on me, and it's scary funny.
Okay,
it's weird funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I have seen this movie before, but it's been a while.
Great.
Like 20 years since I've seen it. So
I can't wait.
I don't remember much about it other than it was really cheesy and bad costumes.
I can't wait. Okay. Oh, because clowns.
Because clowns, yeah. Do you have a thing about clowns at all? Or not really?
Sure, I do.
I mean, I think they're creepy, but I'm not like scared of them like some people really.
There's a movie called Clown, and I could not get it out of my head.
Isn't that the one where the guy puts on the clown suit? Yeah, we've talked about this, and it fuses to his skin.
He eats a boy.
That one is really messed up.
Oh, it just gave me the heebie-jeebies and the nightmares. Anywho.
Okay.
That's sorry.
We flicked some beans.
Yeah, we did. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Love you. Bye.